Alright, this video will be laid out a bit strange because originally I had intended to do the second half of this video first and then start playing Motonui Online Game 2, but ended up instead deciding to play this little game called Evaluation, which I'll do first, and then I will do the second half of the video, which is basically just kind of going over all the stuff I've been working on recently, because I've been working on a lot of stuff that I haven't necessarily shown it or really talked about it that much or anything, so just kind of catching up on the stuff I'm working on right now. And I do want to play through Motonui Online Game 2 at some point here, because I've never actually beaten it. But I just saw this game recommended. It's a game from itch.io, I believe, or itch.io, as I usually call it. That just looked cool. I believe I saw it recommended by the creator of The Children of Clay, which is the other game I played here before. Well, actually that one was on Steam, but I think originally it was on itch. But anyway, I don't really know much about this. It's like presented as software used by the church a long time ago. And it's supposed to be a little spooky. So I got all the lights off here, and I'm ready to get spooked. Really, you will be... Okay. Welcome to the evaluation. Shortly, you will be asked a number of questions. The topics covered are not important right now, and it is important that you keep your mind clear. Please take as much time as possible and answer each question truthfully. Click below to begin. 1. Self. First, some questions about you. Honestly describe yourself using one of the selections below. Honest or dishonest? I'm honest. Think carefully now. How often do you think the people you care about most think about you? Well, always or never. I'll say always. Interesting. Do you ever feel like the world would be a much better place if it just revolved around you? No. Answer truthfully. Do you think it is easy to control people without them even realizing it? Yes. I think it happens all the time. Final question. How often do you feel like someone is watching you even when you're alone? Always. I kind of operate under the assumption that I'm being surveilled continuously. Some questions about your faith. Do you believe in God? Ooh, you're getting spicy. Yes. I am the way and the truth and the life. How important is faith to you? I guess not at all. Kind of binary answers here. Consider the life of Jesus Christ, the pain and struggle of his mortality. Do you think Jesus hated his only mother? No. An odd question. A question for you. If the devil offered to save your mother from death in exchange for your soul, would you accept? No, probably not. What about your father? No. I think deals with the devil are generally, bad. Deal. Was the gift of reason a mistake? Well, it depends how you would consider it, I suppose, but I'll say no. Angels and demons. Your answers are currently being evaluated. For this next task, you will be shown a number of images. You must determine and judge if they are an angel or a demon. Click below to begin. Look carefully. It could really be either. I mean, demons are just fallen angels, so I'll say angel. Look again. That guy looks devious. Don't trust everything you see. Okay, well that's a demon. I think that's pretty safe to say. Poor thing. What is that? Is that a half of a fish? I would say neither. I don't know. Angel. Do you think it's cruel? Is that a centipede curling around something? Angel. It never stood a chance. Is that what do they call it? Fetus? It's like boogieing. I'll say angel. Or contact. Next, we begin the most important and notably dangerous section. We will now attempt to commune with the dead. Oh, wow, okay. Who or what you may encounter depends on your previous answers. Please exercise caution. Notice, please remain calm while the program is in progress. Do not under any circumstances close or shut down your device. Oh, okay. Regulate your breathing and remain mindful. You may hear noises in your environment. This is normal. Program launched successfully. Tracking eye movement. IJKLMNOPQR. Initiate. Oh, it's like a Ouija. I've never done one of these. S A M A E L. Samael. You have summoned Samael. You may now notice some changes in the atmosphere of your environment. The spirit has already manifested itself at this point. We will now attempt to visualize it for full contact. Spirit image rendered. Processing communication tool. Hello, child. You know my name and have called me here. You do not need to fear me. I am an angel. I have traveled on the winds from the east. I have known you for so very, very long. I will use this machine to speak with you. Would you like to hear my voice? Yes. Loading audio interpretation. Someone's knocking on the door. Do I need to
hear my voice, child? Just as he was seduced by the snake, so shall you be driven to the fruit by my word. I will not suffer you. I shall set you free. Your blood is not your own, but belongs to the sins of your fathers. Tonight, when you sleep, you will dream of gnashing teeth.
You shall dream of what? Oh, they did tell us to not shut down your system while the simulation was running, or whatever it was. Did you think I would leave you? I could tell you of my fall and of my father's betrayal. There are many things I could tell you, secret things. My time is short, but I will leave you with a gift. I can tell you your future. However, you will have to choose the path. To go for this one. The Hermit. Sounds about right for me. Treachery, you will betray those you claim to love. O sweet and innocent child of man, you wander through forests unending, the way through woven branches so unclear. From my mouth comes knowledge and guidance. Will you accept? I'll say... sure. Why not? Your future is certain. It was fate that brought us together. Let us pray. I like this scrolling background thing. I can sense your fears. Wash them away, child. Clear your mind. Your final decision awaits you. In the lion's den, a child of God will truly shine. In the snake's nest, a human will become a meal. Choose carefully, child. Speak to a loved one, see an angel, hear the voice of God. Well, if the movie Dogma has taught me anything, it's that hearing the voice of God makes your head explode. I don't know, I might have to play this a couple times to see what differences there are. Say speak to a loved one. Communication in progress. Communication made. The coffin creaks open. Ashes swirl back into form. Flesh no longer remains. The spirit approaches. It has manifested itself. Please do not utter my name, for my name is no longer my name. I am that I am. I missed you. I'm sure you feel my presence now. I am with you, but not for long. I am tethered to something else. It lingers just out of sight, but close by. Who is it? I cannot speak of it. It watches and listens. It is aware of you. It can see you. Please, I beg, do not utter my name. Is it the devil? It draws closer now. There is nothing here for me, no light or dark, no cold, no warmth. There is only the quiet and the great silence I shall stay. It waits for you too. I'll see you soon, child. Fatal error. This program has unexpectedly failed. Warning. Intruder spirit has been detected. Do not close the program. Please contact a member of the clergy immediately. Outcome 1 of 4. Okay. I will follow you always. Oh. Oh yeah, you can't see it now. Let me open it up again. There's also a folder with music. Now is Streamlabs going to... Doesn't look like it. Looks like it lost track of... It's by the Vatican Apostolic Software Team. 1991 to 1999. Okay, let me get this connected again. Okay. Video footage. Interesting. So I think I would at least like to try to find the video footage. Okay, I'm gonna try to... I'll do all of the opposites here. So, dishonest. Never. Absolutely. Difficult. Barely. No. Very, even though I said no to the previous question. Absolutely. Yes. 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 I need to go get some more water. Thirsty. Shown a number of images. Okay. I think I said angel to the first one. So I will say demon. Angel. I'm gonna get some water real quick. That's an angel right there, if I've ever seen one. Okay. Angel. Demon. 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 Oh, I should have gotten my water during this part. Let's see if we get a different character here. It doesn't look like it. Interesting. The knocking's on the other side now. Huh. I think that's a different sound, or it's a slightly different sound anyway. So I think before it was just the straight tone and then the noisy tone. But that one was more chopped up. But it might just be randomly selected or something. You know my name and have called me here. Yep. I've traveled on the winds from the east. I should have paid attention. I don't know. The other one might have said west. I mean, I guess if I'm just doing all the opposites, I'll say no.
Hear my voice, child. Just as you was seduced by the snake, so shall you be driven to the fruit by my word. I will not suffer you. I shall set you free. Your blood is not your own, but belongs to the sins of your fathers. Tonight, when you sleep, you will dream of gnashing teeth.
It sounds like gnashing teeth, but I don't know. Okay, that's the same sound as before. Maybe it was just the first time it scanned in. It made a different sound. Now, I would kind of like to try picking the same one again, in case my answers up to this point purely determine which of these is revealed. It's not actually like the one you click doesn't matter. It's actually just predetermined. Yeah, let's try it. Oh, same one. So maybe they are all different. Or maybe they're all the hermit. Who knows? No. Your future is certain. Oh, did something happen with the eyes? Not sure. Okay, well, let's see an angel. Would you like to see me? Yes. It was once so beautiful. Even my brothers were jealous of me. I have grown to hate you so much. But I am most grateful to you. You have done for me what Father could not. You have set me free. Okay. I can see you now. I would like to go through and try to get all 4 endings, but I don't want to. I don't want to draw this out too much, given that a lot of it's the same. I guess I could just skip forward. Oh, it automatically connected this time. That's nice. I guess this time I will just pick random things for the first sets of questions. And then I'll unless something crazy happens, I'll just skip forward until I get to the last thing that you pick between 3 different things. And I'm guessing there's probably one other, like, secret ending that you can... I don't know. Some specific combination of answers or something. Oh, I should do this. So let's say... no for mother and yes for father. Because both... the other 2 times I answered the same for both of them. I wonder if that might influence something. Okay, knocks from the right again. Interesting. Now the knocking is on the left. It didn't switch before. It could just be completely random, honestly.
Child,
It's entirely possible that it's just random what side it plays from.
what?
Okay, let's go top left now. A Hierophant. Oh, it gives you 2 spirit hearts. A pretty good one. Mercy and Servitude. How fitting for you. Oh! Have you ever watched the ocean? Waves rising and pulsing to unknown rhythm. Beneath dark waters, an abyss reaches far. It is desperate to fill your lungs with its elixir. You dream of sweet drowning? No. Your future is certain. It was fate that brought us together. Let's pray. So maybe each one of the cards has a different intermission kind of thing like this. Okay, hear the voice of God. Oh, this is the footage. Currently? No. No. When you were alone, I was there. When you were lost, I showed you the path. My blessings are a river, but you are poison in the water. You defy me. And my eye will not spare, nor will I have pity. I will bring the plague. I will send the swarms. I will send the horde. I will bring the thunder from the sky. I will cleanse this land. And none shall inherit this earth, child. I am that I am. Ooh. I forgot my password. Outcome 3 of 4. The answers you seek lay within the praises of his name. Sleep well, child. Okay, so one more again. Presumably. Oh, wait a minute. So there's songs of praise. Here, let me real quick add a okay. So there's this songs of praise folder with music. Let me throw them into Reaper real quick. Because it said the answers you seek are in the praises of his name or something like that. Which makes me think, oh, maybe it could be hidden in these files somewhere. Might as well check real quick. Oh, okay. 7. Two. I'm definitely on the right track here. Eight. Wait, are these all? No, okay. Didn't know if everything that crossed over this frequency was a symbol. Okay, let me write this down. Okay. 7, 2, 8. 2. 6. Okay. Now let me just make sure real quick that I got it right, because I don't want to spend 15 minutes getting there just to have gotten it wrong. Okay, 7. Let me 7. 2. 8. 'I miss it? Eight. Oh, maybe I was still in the same track the whole time. Yeah, I guess that's all part of the same track. Okay. Two. 6. 12826. Yep. It all seems right. Okay, so one more time. I'm going to put window capture over display capture. There we go. I'm going to answer with random things again, other than I'll say that I'll trade my soul for my mother's life, but not my father's. And I'll pick a different card. And then when it asks if I'm kneeling or not, I will say yes. Okay, I will pick the bottom center. Uh-oh. It's the devil. On your knees, on your knees, on your knees, on your knees, on your knees. O Saturnus, so full of rage and weakness, a flame rises, flickering and dancing. A future enclosed in flame. Set our souls aflame and dance within the blistering beautiful pain, perfect immolation. Have you ever wished to burn your skin or the flesh of others? No. Really. Your future is certain. It was fate that brought us together. Let us pray. Alright, so I hope this will still give me access to the password input. Okay, here we go. Hope this works. 72826. 72826. 72826. Submit. You find yourself alone on a forest trail. Walk forward. Oh. Walk forward, eyes closed, don't them say they believers? Or something like that. Did they bring they Bibles? Do they dare deceive? Make them dead. You hear the wind in the trees. You feel that you are not alone. With each step over stone and dirt, you draw closer to something. It's funny. You'll see later in this video why it's kind of funny that the game is ending in this way. What could it be? You are afraid. You must be alone out here. A dark figure stands further down the forest trail. Against your will, you feel drawn towards the dark figure. Well, hello there. Hello, dear child. You come seeking answers. You are not you. You have no body, no blood, no bones. You are but a thought. There is no God, no universe, no human race, no earthly life, no heaven and no hell. It is all a dream, a grotesque and foolish dream. Nothing exists but you, and you are but a thought, a vagrant and useless thought. You wander forlorn amongst the emptiness. Now, you know the truth. Will you submit? No. Outcome 4 of 4. See you soon. Okay. That was a great little game. Yeah, a great little game. You know, for being a short game, I was playing it for, over an hour to try to get all the content. And even then, who knows, maybe there would have been something different if I said yes to the final question. And I'm sure the other cards, the other tarot cards, had different intermission type things. I think of them like it reminds me of the Earthbound intermissions. Like when you have a cup of coffee or whatever. It kind of reminded me of that. But yeah, great atmosphere, great sound. That was a great little game, and I'm glad I figured out the secret. So I guess that is it. I will just go into what was going to be the first part of this video. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Check out the game. It is it is at toothandclaw.itch.io/evaluation. Yeah. Check it out. Alright, welcome to a bit of a different kind of video. I'll be starting to play Bondui Online Game 2 here, but I want to give a recap on stuff I've been working on in the background, because I haven't really put out much publicly. but I've been working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes and kind of want to show some of the stuff I've been doing. But Modern Nui Online Game 2, I've never actually beaten it. I think I got pretty far into it a long time ago, and then either just stopped playing it or got soft locked and never finished it. And I thought I would like to finally play it for reasons that I'll kind of explain in a little bit. Mod Nui Online Game 1 is extremely significant to me. It's probably like single-handedly the reason I love the sound of audio compression. And Bionicle in general is just like the most significant thing to me. It is a massive influence and inspiration to me. And so I thought it'd be fun to actually play through it. I'm not going to worry about like, I'm not going to be like a purist about it. If I get stuck or just don't know where to go or whatever, I'll look it up because I don't want to be fumbling around for hours. But I thought that would be fun. And also, I think I would like to do it with Myst at some point as well, because that's another one that I played. I think I only played a little bit of Myst a long time ago, but it's always kind of been in the background of like, I really should play Myst. So I might play that as well at some point. But yeah, anyway, things I've been working on. Let's see, how should I... Well, so I mentioned sort of offhand in my last video, the glitch sound design part 6, that like I was showing techniques that I was using in my current project, which that project is still ongoing. I haven't worked on it at all in the past week or so because I've been busy with other stuff, but I do want to get back to it. It's just like glitch music sound design stuff. But I don't know, kind of the progression of things that I've been working on. So I guess it all started with the thing that I showed in the video is like making pixelated worlds in GIMP or something like that. That kind of just got me working in GIMP, working with manipulating images, digital image processing stuff, and learning more about digital image processing. And this is one thing I've made, although this is more from data bending, but this is kind of one result of the stuff I've been playing with that I really like. They remind me of the Nuva symbols from Bionicle. But these giant sheets, I have 16 of these massive sheets of these 6x6 symbols. But yeah, just kind of continued working with this stuff. I started making little like animations like this. I think I'm not sure if this one was... I don't know if I started with a MP3 compressed version of this image or not, but like with this same image, I was data bending it into Audacity to compress it as an MP3 and then turn it back into an image. So that's what MP3 compression looks like, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I'm making little GIFs like this, like just dithering it in a bunch of different ways and then stitching them together into a GIF. Playing around with that kind of thing. And then I think probably like as a result of that, that kind of got me looking into cameras. I so I'm sort of at a weird place. I lost my iPhone last September. Um, it's a 11 Pro, I think. Um, and I had been taking, I used it for taking photos all the time. I lost it, and I got an iPad to replace it because I don't have a phone contract. I don't use a phone like that. So I replaced it with an iPad, which has been pretty good, but the camera on it is not so good. And I've been using my old iPhone 7 Plus in the meantime, mostly for music and podcasts, but also for taking pictures from time to time. The pictures you get from it are perfectly fine, but for one thing, I have to email them to myself to get them off the phone. I can't sync it with this computer because it's synced with another computer that has my music library. I mean, at least last I knew, you weren't able to sync it with multiple computers. So I have to email them, which is just kind of a little annoyance all the time. And it's an older iPhone. I was like, I feel like I could probably get a digital camera that will give me better photos than what I'm getting here. And I'll just have them on an SD card so they're easier to get off of it. And also, I was looking into cameras a bit, and the world of like pro audio is already, it's a very expensive premium, all these microphones cost thousands and thousands of dollars. But you can still get, my recording setup is quite cheap comparatively speaking, and I'm quite happy with it. It has served me well. My like main high quality recording setup is a Zoom F3, and I have the basic Ukos, I think that's what they are, basic Ukos. Which those, I think it was like $200 for a pair of them. So that's like nothing, and they've been great. H1N, it's like $100. It's a great little recorder. Cameras are like they're a different beast. Because like when you start looking into like, oh, what's a what's a good affordable camera? You're like, oh yeah, this one's pretty good. Yeah, nice budget camera for $1,500. It's like, whew, we're just like working on a different scale with cameras. It's crazy expensive. And as I've been looking into it, I've kind of learned that smartphones have kind of decimated the like consumer camera market, because most people aren't going to buy a digital camera now. They're just going to use their phone, because honestly, like, modern smartphones give you great cameras. Even my iPhone 7 Plus, which is pretty old, gives great photos. Phone developers or not phone, camera developers kind of focus on the more high-end, like hobbyist and pro market, which means they're generally pretty expensive. And so I eventually found a camera. It's not like anything crazy, but it seems like pretty decently regarded as a like consumer camera, and I was able to get one on eBay for $50. So I was hoping that would arrive today, but it didn't. But anyway, regardless, as I was looking into all this, I came across this video. Let me pull this up here. One sec. I'm just gonna edit this. Okay, so I came across this video by Lens and Pause, and it's a great video. I didn't end up getting any of these cameras, but I really liked the video and hearing his thoughts and, I don't know, techniques. But kind of the thing that stood out to me was in these example photos. Oh, you can't hear this.
This camera is the cheapest of the 4 categories that we are going to talk. Lumix or Fuji and Leica. This camera...
So in the example photos, he has just some like street ambience underneath. And I just like that. It's just a little, stylistic touch for the video. But I liked that, and I liked the idea of like kind of going around taking pictures and recording audio at the time that you're taking the picture. So you could even have like, if you're taking a picture of the street and a car's going by, you'd have this sort of blurred image of the car going past and the audio of the car going past. I just kind of thought that'd be cool. And around this time, I was also just happening to watch a playthrough of the Mod Nui Online game, which is a first-person point-and-click adventure game. I can pull it up real quick. This kind of thing. And something clicked for me with like this mostly still image. Oops. Mostly still image with ambience in the background. I was like, this was just last Saturday. It just clicked for me for whatever reason. I was like, I want to make a little point-and-click adventure where I do that. I record audio at the time of taking the picture, and that's the background audio for it. And I had originally intended to do that in Godot or whatever. But then eventually I just realized like I could just do that in HTML because you have image maps. So you can have an image and then you can map like, okay, if you click this part of the image, it goes to this page. If you click this part of the image, it goes to this page, and so on. And you can also autoplay audio in HTML. It's a little finicky because some browsers turn it off by default, and some don't support it, and some have spotty support for it, it seems. Like, I was just testing this out in Chrome, and like the first screen of the point-and-click adventure game has audio for like a few seconds, I think, and then just turns off, and then none of the other ones work. So I don't know. It's sort of finicky, but HTML does support auto-playing audio and looping audio. So I quickly threw together this little proof of concept. You can click the side, turn, edited together this little glitchy GIF. Like, oh, here's some point of interest. And you click the bottom of the screen to go back. So, that was fun. I greatly enjoyed putting that together. I threw it together really fast. At least the majority of it. I didn't put this in until a little bit later, but I threw it together pretty quick and really enjoyed it and wanted to do more with it. So over the course of the week, I have been working on a second proof of concept where neither of these are real games. There's no there's nothing actually going on. I'm just sort of testing it out and figuring out, putting together the skeleton of the system I would use for this so that I can actually develop something for real using it. And I think at this point I have essentially everything proven out in it. So one thing that is immediately obvious about this one is that every screen is a GIF. And what I was... Wait a minute. The cursors are wrong. Here, I need to fix that. Interesting. I have the cursors set up to kind of indicate to the player what they can interact with. You know, there's an arrow going off to the right, to the left. There should be this crosshair when you can go forward, and then down at the bottom a zoom out to go back. But what I was using to do this was I would use FFmpeg to cut out frames from a video at 12 frames per second and put them into GIMP and convert them down to 16 colors with dithering, then use Gmic to apply effects, specifically in painting, to it. For some reason, I can't comprehend why this is, but you can't apply the normal GIMP effects to all layers. If I wanted to, I don't know, apply this high pass filter to every single one of these frames, I have to go through and manually apply it to each one of them. Which, if you only have a couple images, that's not bad. But when you're dealing with hundreds of frames, that's not really practical. So Gmic lets you apply effects to all layers, which just is very nice to have. And Gmic is just really cool overall. It has a ton of really interesting effects. Oh yeah, so I would convert it back to RGB before using Gmic, because you have to have them in RGB. Then process them there, convert them into 8 color with dithering, and then export it as a GIF. And I was trying to figure out batch processing for it so that I could just put a bunch of video files in a folder, run a script, and then it would make folders for each video file and put the frames from each video file into its folder. I didn't figure it out until today, but I finally have the script, so I can just put video files in the folder with it and run this, and it converts them all. So that is very helpful to have. But yeah, other things I figured out with this version, image layering. So this is kind of just a goofy use of it, because I had not intended to have this here from the start, but when I realized I wanted to put like a code in here, I thought this would be a decent way of testing it. But image layering, I think my intention for it is having the whole screen be a GIF is not really ideal because it takes up a lot of space. So what I could do is have the main image be a still image, have little images layered over top of it, and then there is, I think it's just with HTML and CSS, I don't think you even need JavaScript, a way you can have, yeah, because it's just like a hover. You just have like the hover thing in CSS, change the image to a different image when the cursor is over it. So I could have like little elements of the screen be animated, sort of selectively animated when you mouse over them, which I think would be cool, but I think it would also probably save some space, which I want to keep the file sizes and all minimal for this. Given that it's all just running on a website rather than like something you download in a game. And then the other thing was, so I wanted to leave this as pure HTML and CSS as possible, but for something interactive like having a code you have to input, you need some JavaScript. So I have just like a tiny bit of JavaScript to lock things away behind a code like that. But yeah, I think that's about it. So it's not quite everything I need yet, because like I haven't played around with having it change the image when you hover over it with the cursor, but like most of the skeleton is there at this point for making a game in this style, and it's been a lot of fun to work on. So next, something I've kind of seen it around on Twitter for a while, and I was looking into it again last night and finally bought it today, is Ditherboy, which is this software for dithering, and it is extremely feature rich. Let me use one of these. So it has a ton of different dithering methods and just gives you a lot of control. It's you know, I've only been playing around with it today, but it's been very cool, and I'm excited to see what more I can do with it. I haven't done like a ton that I can really show with it yet, but one thing I did is I split an image into RG and B layers, or like channels, I guess, and dithered them all individually with different methods, and then composed them back together into a colored image. So looks like this, which is kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool because with the different dithering methods, like some kind of scatter the pixels around, you get different pixel sizes and stuff. That's kind of cool looking. What's this one? Oh, this is, yeah, this was not done with the different channels. This was a different method, but what's this one look like? Kind of neat. But yeah, it's just a very cool piece of software. And the creator has a bunch of tutorials up on YouTube about it. It's on sale right now, so it's a good time to pick it up. I got it for less than £30. I think it's like on sale for 35, but then there's also like a 15% off coupon you can get, so it's a good time to get it if dithering stuff interests you at all, as it has for me recently. I don't know, I've just been enjoying dithering quite a bit. But the last thing before I get to Monog 2 is Tool 3. There's another thing that I have wanted to look into for a while. It is a free and I think open source motion graphics software for like procedural animation and that kind of thing. I have only just barely touched the top of the iceberg. I can't even comprehend all that is possible with it right now, but just the little bit I have used it for is already really cool. And it is genuinely like one of the best pieces of software I've ever used in terms of UX. It's so good. It's so good. Everything just like works exactly how you want it to. And even like look at this for adjusting values. Look at this. Okay, so I can go, you know, at hundredths, or I can go up, go to tenths, go up, go, well, I guess that's to tenths, but a higher scale. It increases with orders of magnitude as you go up. It is just great, and then you can get to like really fine controls. This system for adjusting values is amazing, but it's just generally like it really nice software, and it's free, and it seems immensely powerful. So I'm very excited to continue playing around with it. This is just a I just followed along with a couple tutorials with it today, and so this is just generated with these two patterns that are being randomized, and then I have them blended and mapped onto this sphere and blended again, and I don't know, it's just a kind of cool little thing. The other thing I made with it through another tutorial, it's not, you know, I pretty much just made this by following the tutorial, but I still really liked the output of it, and I don't know, I think it's pretty cool as like a little channel intro animation kind of thing. Let me start over the, oops, here we go. So how the text sort of pops into view. I think that'd be pretty cool as a channel intro. But yeah, I think that is about it. That about catches up with all the stuff I've been working on. I did also spend a lot of time working on a track that will never come out. Just sort of things have changed, and the track will never be finished. I hope there's some things in it that I hope I can find new uses for, because I really like a lot of aspects of it, but the track as it is won't come out. Oh, I also last Tuesday before last, I guess, I went on a hiking trip up by this lake that I haven't been to before, and I took a bunch of recordings, and I was chopping those up this week, and those came out well. I think, oh yeah, I forgot I have this audio from this thing playing in the background the whole time. All of these are from that trip, but I definitely want to return there several more times throughout the summer to get more recordings, because I'm sure, like, as the season and temperatures change, you'll get different birds and insects and all that, and yeah, it should be pretty cool. I was actually going to take a trip up to kind of a connected trail today with my new camera, but it didn't arrive today. So I also just got so incredibly wrapped up in Dither Boy and Tool 3 that I just didn't end up going. But yeah, I'll definitely be going back there. But anyway, I think that finally catches you up on everything I've been working on. I also made this little thing. Kind of, someone posted in the GIMP Reddit asking how to make, I think it was like an article or a flyer or something like that from like a magazine, I don't know, something like that that had this sort of design, and people were talking about how to recreate it, and so I just sort of aped the design, and I was playing around with it. I don't know, I like the sort of gradient thing I did to it. But anyway, editing this together, and I realized that I needed to record a little ending for this video, because I just kind of stopped playing Maranui Online Game 2 at one point because I was going to pick it up later, and then ended up rearranging my plans for this video. Something else I realized that I didn't mention that I'm working on. I'm working on a redesign of the opening of Alien Romulus 2. I've been working on it very slowly for a while now, but just sort of here and there I'm working on it a bit. And there's a little redesign, it should be a pretty quick one, that I wanted to put together recently. Just a cool little video I saw that I wanted to make sound for. And then there's another redesign that I will probably be working on after those two are done. That is partially the reason I'm getting out field recording stuff more again. It's also just kind of the season for it again, but yeah, field recording for that project eventually, at least. And I think that's about it. So yeah, working on a lot of stuff. But thanks for watching. I don't know. I've been working on some kind of exploring glitch sound design in synths other than Faceplant, specifically Vital. Kind of figuring out some techniques for it. I made this little thing using some of these techniques. Not that this is exactly glitch, but using techniques that I'll show in the video. So that might be the next video. We'll see. But I do want to play Maranui Online Game 2 at some point here. And maybe Myst, although I might just play Myst on my own. I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you for watching. Sorry the video's a bit late, but I don't know, that's kind of the way things go sometimes. Alright, thanks.